Hi there, everyone. Welcome back to Code Go News. So today I am going to um, create tables um, with two or three columns in the table or on the table. So let's go start directly. Create table. So we are going to do that in the same database. So create table. Let's say we have X, and then we have here the, let's say, ID, and then let's have here int. Okay, and then we have, let's say, name, varchar. Okay, and so this varchar thing is like string on in program, the same, I mean string in programming languages. So if you're going to like put here 20, so meaning the characters that the name can store is up to 20 only. So let's say for an instance we are going to include address, and let's have this address as, let's say, text lang. Okay, or you can still use varchar, but this time let's use text muna. Okay, so that's table X. Okay, there. Let's make it as like person na lang, no? Or let's say person. Okay, and there. So let's also create another table. Let's say we have student. So again, as I told you earlier, we'll have to make sure that the tables that we are creating, or we are going to do joining, intersect, and difference of the tables must have the same columns there. So we have two tables now. So show tables. So you have person and student. We're gonna be dealing with person and student, not with A and B. So if we're going to describe the person table there, so we're also going to describe the student table. So there we have two tables here, person and student. So this time we're going to insert records into our table. So insert into person, okay, and then we have here values. And by the way, MySQL is not case and it's actually not case sensitive. So upper cases and lower cases are all the same. So let's start with the ID. So let's say the ID of that person is one. Let's say I have here Mart. You can use either double quotation or single quotation for varchar, and for text is also the same. So let's say for address we have obrero. Okay, and we're gonna be also inserting a few more. So let's say I have here tart, and then I will have here maa. Okay, and I'm going to insert another one. So this time it's three, or I'll have here five. Okay, and then um, I have here Anna. Okay, and then the address is, let's say, Trurel. Thrill. Okay. So I'll add one more. So I have here, let's say, seven, and then I'll put here AD. Okay, AD wow. Okay. And then I'll have here uh Barrio, let's say Barrio Lagao. Okay. And I'll add one more. Okay, this would be, let's say, 10. Okay, or 9 na lang. Sige, 9. And then this is from, or he is from Lanang. Okay, and then this time we're going to, I'm sorry, Lanang should be the address, and then the barrio, or the name should be Lichunon. Okay, so we're going to insert this one. There you are. We have already the records. We're going to be showing that later on. So let's proceed with the student. So I'm just going to change this to student. Okay, student. Oops. there. And I'm just going to make this like 3. Okay, I'll make this 4, and then I'll make this 5, but this time I'm going to change this to let's say Kyle. Okay, and then I'm going to change this to, let's say, Matsina. Okay, and I'm going to change this to Lee Chuna. Okay, and then I'll make this let's say Corey Kong. Okay, and this person student is from, let's say, Banawan. It's from Bunawan. Okay, let's say, let's have here 8, and then let's have ED. Okay, Ismael. Okay, and then this one, saan ito from? Which address? So address niya would be Pangi. Okay, oops. Here Pangi, and I'll have here 10, and then this would be Lukai, and then it's from Sasa. Okay, so there. So this time we're gonna be displaying all of the records of our table person there, and the same we do for student. So this is what I mentioned earlier, that if you're going to only display one column, let's say ID only, or let's say you want to include name, or say let's say we have ID from student, you don't have to put asterisk there. So because this will give you an error. So you will have to have here select ID from student there. And then if you guys want to only display ID and address, so all you just need to do is select ID comma address from which table, and it will give you the display address and the ID. Okay, so this time we're going to implement union set, intersect, and minus. Okay, so to do that, we are going to start with selecting all the columns. Okay, from, then person, union, select from student. So this will give us the combination of all students, and of course, the two tables that we have here, which are table and student. So, but again, as if you guys include null there, this will give us the same 10, because the tables or the records that are actually evaluated there are the per record, as in the entire record. So meaning to say, one mart and obrero, if you have here one mart, I mean, if you have in your table person one mart obrero, and you have also records there, one mart obrero in the student, the same with the person. So uh, it is going to be like parang i-combine din siya. I mean, that's for union. Okay? Now, how about we are going to only, mm, we're going to only like, um, we're going to only, what they call this one, combine the ID. So we can do that by like this. So from person, union, select ID from student. Okay, so this will give us the all the numbers or ID in that particular tables. So if you're going to include all, this will give you 10 rows, because as we notice, we have two values or elements that are present in both tables. So by the way, what if you are going to combine or unite ID and name of the person and student respectively. What should be the output? So this will give you the same. I mean, this will give you combination of your the combination of your tables like ID and the name from the student. So ID from the person and ID from the student. So can we do also, sir, like I'm going to also include address in my student. So this will give you, the use select statements have a different number of columns. So because, as I've told you, your tables must have the same column. So if you're going to do union of two tables, make sure that these two tables must have the same columns, or if not, at least you are going to join the same constraints or cardinalities rather. Okay, so that is why ID with name and address in the student and ID for from the person is not going to be achieved, or it's not going to be processed successfully. Okay, that's for union. So what if we're going to do union for all of our names? We can achieve that by doing this. So we have here name, okay, and then we have here union, select name from student there. So as you can see, you have there, actually we have two two or three. Let's check. So two or three names that are the same. So don't have. Yeah, so select all from person, union all, select name from student. So let's check. I guess we have the same. Anyway, so this time let's proceed with intersect. So the intersect is going to be achieved by the keyword intersect from select name from student. So, oh, we have an empty set. So meaning to say there's no actually, there is no single name that are actually the same. Let's check though. So we have select from select name from person. Okay, and then let's have student. I see. We don't have nga. So I'll insert another record to, let's say, uh my table student. So insert into table student values. I'm going to have here, let's say 1, or let's say 10, and then 11 na lang to be safe, 15, and then I will have here marked. Okay, and it's from Applya. Okay, let's add one more. So this will be 20, and the name should be, let's say, Lechonon. Okay, Lechonon, and then address would be uh, Canada. Okay, so there. So we're going to select the table student. So this time we're going to do union, intersect. Let's have union muna. So union for name. So there, mark, lechonon is only displayed once rather. So, but this time if you're going to do union all, this will give you lechonon twice, or display rather lechonon twice, and at the same time mark twice. So if you're going to do intersect using this particular column, we'll have here intersect select from name from student. So among all the elements that are common to both tables are marked and lechonon. So if you're going to do minus or difference, we just have to use except. Okay, oops, expect. So we have except. Wrong si keyboard. Mali ang keyboard. So this time, I'm going to do that. So this time, I mean, this one right here. So the elements in our A, in our person, that are not in the student are Tart, Anna, and Eddie. Wow. So we can actually uh, do the otherwise. So let's say this is person. Oh yeah. So Mart and Lechunon are not included anymore. So I guess that would be all for now. I hope you guys have learned at least a little bit of SQL scripts. And, so don't you worry because we have a separate course in this particular MySQL thing. So actually I have a tutorial in this. You can actually visit and go there in my YouTube channel. So thank you guys for watching this video. Have a great day ahead and bye bye.